Ontario Specialty Contracting, founded by John Williams, has become one of the premier environmental and demolition contractors in the Western Hemisphere, improving communities through remediation and development.
That's how I met them, going to battle with the state about an initiative that they wanted to do in my district. In my mind, it was just such a great opportunity to reuse a vacant plant that was sitting there, and two, to clean up an environmental hazard that had been across the street from neighbors.
We've taken a 14-acre parcel that was a chemical complex, and now it is artificial turf athletic fields for soccer, baseball, softball, and other sports. So rather than driving by an eyesore, we've now improved a good section of the community here.
I think they're almost magic for the community, not just because of the jobs that were created, but because of the green technology and the direction we're going in as a society. And so I think John and Heather are just some of the most impressive people we have in Buffalo.
Following its commitment to bettering communities, in 2014, OSC formed its Charitable Foundation. Since its inception, Heather Williams has served as its executive director, and she has been deeply engaged with dozens of organizations, including Western New York Heroes and the Buffalo Creek Academy Charter School.
She wants to understand these organizations and these different charities that she's contributing to, and not only wants to understand them for financial purposes and where the money is going, but wants to understand what their needs are and get involved in those needs personally.
Heather has spent a lot of time at the school. She was here before we put paint on the walls. We were walking through this building today, and she said, remember when we were in the other building and we were walking over construction material. So she was here from the moment it was a dream. They've been an incredibly vital presence to make sure we're successful, and I'm grateful to know them.
Today, the OSC Foundation works with more than 100 individual organizations, providing financial support and critical resources to their operations.
Because they're involved in community development, community service, and furthering the community, particularly on the east side, they know the people who do that work. They've been in the work for so long. Those connections are what helped me build the board for the Friends of Charitable Foundation we have for the school.
We're also looking at doing a low-income housing here for veterans. We wouldn't be able to do that without John and Heather. You know, having their property, having their wits, having their people that are willing to get behind it. What we really like most about it is John and Heather, their hearts are truly in it.
Since 2014, the OSC Charitable Foundation has donated $1.6 million to area nonprofits, all to better the entire Western New York community.
They've raised their family, they've, did everything right that you would expect of a citizen, and now they have landed themselves in the middle of an African American community that is in desperate need for one, place to be cleaned up, and for two, access to jobs that you can walk to. They've done that. They've created that.
These are true, honest people who truly care about you, about our community, about what's going on in America overall. These are people that are always willing to help and lend a hand up, not a hand out.
They are everyday people. They blend in our community, but they are doing spectacular things. They are so giving and so caring for everybody in this community, and their name should be well known.
John and Heather Williams and the OSC Foundation strive to connect people to experiences and opportunities that will help them develop a better life for themselves and their families.
They're not looking for fame or fortune. They're just here on this earth doing good things for our neighborhood and for the people that live in our neighborhoods.
In the biography about St. Vincent's life, he was gifted the property that became known as Saint Lazare, and it became the place of faith and mission, a wonderful piece of property in Paris. It was where people were nurtured in faith, where there were services available to people in that property and outside that property, and it was also a place where St. Vincent developed businesses to foster social and economic development in his day. When I think about the work of OSC under the leadership of Heather and John Williams, that's really a modern day Saint Lazare. It's a place that creates revitalization, regeneration, rejuvenation in Buffalo. We honor them for their great gifts of faith, service, and the legacy that they leave behind.
For its unwavering support to the Western New York community, Niagara University is proud to present the Legacy of Service Award to the OSC Charitable Foundation.